A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and Davis in at the forward positions. LeBron and Bradley are the guards. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Now, here's Richardson, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Embiid inside, working on Howard. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Simmons against Bradley. Right at the free throw line. No good from Simmons.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
It's Bradley on the wing. Richardson covering. Clock at 6. Bradley finds Green. Over Harris. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
More of a two-guard than a point guard's body. Bradley doing a little playmaking here.
The pass to Richardson. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now here's James. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, you can't be careless around Horford. Throw up a weak shot around him, he'll send it back.
Passes it to Richardson. Bradley against Simmons. Can't hit from the elbow. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lobbed up there for Howard. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Pass to Harris. Got a piece of it. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. And looking back, an underrated part of the DeRozan-Kawhi trade, the Raptors also getting Danny Green. Green, one of the better 3-and-D wings in the league, way more than a throw-in.
Free throw drops for Green. And you look at Danny Green's play at both ends. Hard to believe the Spurs gave him up.
I mean, over 40% from long range, locked down defensively. Not a lot of flash, but plenty of substance to his game.
Both free throws good from Green.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Simmons against James. Richardson outside. No good on the shot. Excellent D from Howard.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Bradley kicks to James. Back to Bradley. Over Harris. Los Angeles with another miss. The 76ers trail by 6. Richardson attacking. Harris looking it over. Pass to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. To end the drought. That's good from Harris on the assist by Simmons.
He keeps that mid-range jump shot alive. I love seeing Harris utilize this area of the floor.
Now here's James. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Horford. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Richardson. The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
The first one falls. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
And here is Davis. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Now here's Simmons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Bradley. Rebound by the 76ers.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Harris's shot is good.
Not just the jump shooter. Harris is also comfortable looking to score from these spots, too.
Bradley against Richardson. Bradley kicks to Howard. Outside, Green. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Fade away. Howard, that's good.
Now, this is a shot Howard knows he must make. Big men like him have to be able to shoot.
James against Simmons. Harris inside. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them fits out there.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Philadelphia making a change here. Smith has checked in. Green kicks to Howard. Back to Green. The pass to Howard. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Bradley. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
For 3, Richardson. That shot is off. LeBron with some nice D. Passes it to Howard. LeBron drives in.
Well, last season, LeBron James dealt with injuries. I mean, he ended up playing just 55 games. That's the fewest in his career. He's hoping he stays healthy this go-round.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron will probably never be able to escape it.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The 76ers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 4th, Joel Embiid.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
James looking it over. No good that time, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Bradley against Richardson. Smith outside. Richardson against Bradley. And stolen by James. And here we go, fast break. LeBron's got it. He kicks to Bradley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Joel Embiid. Coming off a terrific season. 2nd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Now, here is Smith. No points in the game yet for him. Shoots over Bradley. The shot's good from Smith. And that ties it up. The Lakers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Tipped away and stolen by Horford. Here's Richardson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Some players are what we call quiet scorers, Chris. They put up a lot of points, but you don't realize until the end of the game just how effective and what kind of points they've put up.
Oh, yeah, especially when you look at two-way players like a Paul George or a Kawhi Leonard. Or how about a Bradley Beal out there in Washington? You look up at the scoreboard and be like, wait, how did he get 30? And don't forget about the running mate with Damian Lillard up there in Portland. McCollum, he's a bad man as well.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Pass to James. Kuzma outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Using his good shooting mechanics, Kuzma has the necessary range to hit from deep.
Richardson the pass to Smith. On the wing, Harris. Shoots over Kuzma. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got 11 points.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And here's LeBron outside. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Smith against Rondo. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
Here's Richardson. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. At the elbow, it's Harris. They get the rebound. O'Quinn. McGee with the block. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
As you're talking about the Philly fans, they were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
Kuzma. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris inside the line. Another miss by Philadelphia. Lakers leading by 3. In the corner, it's James. Out to Kuzma. But they get it back. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That one is off.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness. And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
LeBron against Richardson. Pass to Harris. He doesn't hit that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Outside Rondo. Down low. It's picked off. Richardson against LeBron. Richardson dishes to Smith. From downtown, Philadelphia with a new shot clock. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
.149 left in the first. Bolden passes to Richardson. Second shot opportunity. Kuzma pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
That shot wide open. And the Lakers lead by 7.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Now here is Smith. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by James. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And checking out some numbers here for Harris. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Now here's Richardson. And there's the pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. Shoots over McGee. McGee with the block. Richardson against LeBron. Pass to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here is Harris. 11 points in the game. To end the run, McGee with the block. To the inside. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 6.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Harris, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action after this word. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing. But it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's McGee in at the center, filling out the middle. No good on that one. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Here's Rondo. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And a missed layup. And here's the break. Simmons looking around. O'Quinn trying to free himself up. Bolden, good. Bolden's got his first points of the night.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Rondo against Smith. Good work defensively by Smith. Simmons finds Smith. Outside, Simmons. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Mike Scott's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And Scott has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points. The shot's good from McGee.
But see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Poked loose. Rondo with the steal. To the middle. Rejected by Harris. Green against Simmons. And stolen by Kuzma. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Harris.
Impressive agility of Kuzma. Moves so well towards the rim. Got to seal him off if you're the D.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Lakers also changing it up. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Avery Bradley in for Anthony Davis.
And many people are high on Kuzma, an all-around player with a promising future given his impressive skill set.
Inside, and Green gets it to go. Green's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Simmons. They get a hand on it. Howard with the steal. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Lakers working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma. Nice D from Scott. The 76ers trail by 16. Harris outside. For 3, Smith. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
First one falls for him. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and aren't tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
right
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
That free throw, no good. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
And he sinks the second.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside for Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Outside, Green. Back to Rondo. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Here's Kuzma, and it's sent back by Horford. Simmons dishes to Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot. And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Year one, he had to kind of find his way, but he seems poised to make some big strides here in his sophomore season.
Well, the team wants him to carve out a larger role for himself, but talent-wise, he's definitely got it in him.
Now, here's Green. He has 6, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers were really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Outside, Simmons. Smith against Bradley. Knocks it loose. Smith scanning the floor. Over Bradley. Off the left rim and out. Lakers leading by 12. Lobbed up there for Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Solid recognition from the center. Howard is intelligent at taking advantage of these opportunities.
And Simmons kicks to Smith. Back to Simmons. Over Rondo. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Smith.
And since he's wide open, he's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Kuzma. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Lakers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Howard, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's just outstanding strength. Sometimes you are helpless trying to stop D. Howard inside from scoring. I mean, even when you foul him, and foul him hard.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. Josh Richardson's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. Free throw good, Howard.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Smith outside. To the left side wing. Here's Horford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Earning more and more recognition for all the things he does. Horford's finally gone from underrated to appreciated.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, Kevin, and early in his career, Al Horford shoehorned into the center position. A power forward in college, that was his preference. But as you know, the game has changed, and now he's the perfect modern-day center.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Oh, a shot Bradley has practiced time and time again. Now, a legitimate threat to hit off the catch.
Now here's Simmons. Richardson left side. And it's blocked.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that one, good. And the Lakers lead by 17.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Simmons. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs
of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Horford against Howard. Here's Simmons. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And Chris, you're about the same size as Horford. If you played today, would you play some at that center position, you think?
Oh, I would love to. It would be easier now. Less giants out there, not as much shot blocking. Back in the day, trying to hold up Shaq, that was no fun.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Mike Scott, and Jonah Bolden subbed in for Smith.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Kuzma. Outside for Davis. From deep. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Richardson. Outside, Simmons. No good, shot missing. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
But that's how LeBron likes to attack. So effective at scoring on the move.
Now here's Simmons. He has 7. Pass to O'Quinn. Richardson outside. Lets it go from 14. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
I mean, given his massive size, it's easy to see why Horford picks up a lot of shooting fouls.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Los Angeles leading by 16. And they double up James. Here's Davis. Out to Kuzma. Back to LeBron. Second chance shot. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got 9 points now in the quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
LeBron passes to Bradley. Lakers passing it around. 1:31 left to play here in the half. Here's James, and he drops it in from the low post. James has got 8.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
Richardson outside. Bangs home the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Kuzma outside. Bradley finds James. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A triple-double machine. I mean, Ben Simmons surpassed by only the great Oscar Robinson with the pace he's piling them up.
Free throw drops for James.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. Both free throws good from James. And Philadelphia has possession. Down by 15. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James. The 76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
That one is no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles.
Oh! Come on. Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh, come on. Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Here's Richardson, and Davis sends it back. Outside Bradley. Kicks it to James. Back to Bradley. Fires the 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, some perspective, please.
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. And it's Bolden in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now Horford, following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. Green against Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis. The 76ers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. The first free throw is good, and the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Dwight Howard's checked in for the Lakers. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Lakers leading by 17. Outside, Davis. Knocked loose and stolen by Horford. Richardson against Bradley. Pass to Simmons. Back to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. That one goes in. Richardson's got 4 this quarter.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Now here's Davis. He's got 7. Poked away and stolen by Horford. The drive by Simmons.
And looking now at some numbers for LeBron James. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, 27 points per, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
That's good from Simmons. And Simmons drops them both. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. LeBron up top, guarded by Simmons. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's James. He's got 12. On the wing, Green, guarded by Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And here is Los Angeles now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
The first free throw is good.
I mean, and that 6'3" Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
And so Bradley nails both of them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Simmons against James. Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And no one can really compete defensively with LeBron's athleticism. I mean, his strength, just too much to match up with.
And Simmons kicks to Horford. James against Simmons. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Great showing for him last season. 6th in assists, 15th in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Now, here's Horford. 6 points for him. The dish to Harris. Richardson against Bradley. 6 to shoot. Outside, Simmons. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Lakers second.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And the pass to James. Over Simmons. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. LeBron's got 16 points. The 76ers trail by 19. Richardson outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. And the first one at the line is good. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. He was all alone on that one. He's got 9.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Rondo against Richardson. Rondo with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Rondo with the ball. And it's off the back rim. No good. The 76ers trail by 21. Richardson outside. Passes to Simmons. He kicks it to Embiid. For 3, Richardson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
LeBron with it. He's got 16. Rondo's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Now, here's Richardson. 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And James drills them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harris, no good.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And that one's good. Simmons. Simmons got 14.
You better stay with Simmons, especially on the break. He's dangerous. He leaks out, and he's going to cash in.
And here is Davis. 7 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The DSNO shot is stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
And the free throw stats there, 6 of 8 shooting, so 75% so far.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Embiid. The Lakers also with a sub. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Harris dishes to Richardson. O'Quinn trying to free himself up, and that one goes long.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Green, the pass to Rondo. Here's LeBron. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Scott finds Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
He's off on the second. Chris, one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer. And they still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learning from a great how to get buckets.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here is Harris. 14 points for him. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron outside. LeBron is doubled. And a wide open look for Rondo. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. James against Harris. 4 on the clock. Outside, Green. Good, and the assist goes to James. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Pass to O'Quinn. Richardson outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that gives them 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
And they double up James. On the wing, Green. Back to James. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Richardson dishes to Simmons. Pass to Harris. And Davis sends it back. Rondo looking around. And Davis puts it in.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Timeout called, the 76ers. And the trade for Anthony Davis a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Jonah Bolden's checked in for Scott, and Smith subbed in for Richardson. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. On the wing, James. Over Smith. LeBron can't get it to go. The 76ers shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Bolden unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. James in the post, covered by Smith. Davis kicks to Rondo. Now the pass to LeBron. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. Harris against Rondo. And it's Harris off the drive. Dishes it to Simmons. Feeds it to Smith. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist here tonight.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now here's LeBron. 21 points in the game. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. 5th on the list, JaVale McGee.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Al Horford's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. Now here's LeBron. Launches a 3. Rondo, no good.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2. Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Here's LeBron after Ben Simmons' bucket. Launches it, and Rondo gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. Rondo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Bradley against Smith. Outside, Simmons. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's James following the basket by Al Horford. The drive by James, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, such a smart defensive player. He knows how to use his reach to alter shots.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harris. Rondo with the rebound. Rondo's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Rondo's got 11.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. They've got JaVale McGee, Caldwell Pope out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Daniels in at the 2, stolen by Dudley. Cook looking it over. Passes it to Daniels. Snatched away. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Ennis. Banked in off the glass. Ennis has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the 76ers.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Knocked away. Here's Cook. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. To the left wing. Here's Bolden. He's guarded by Dudley. Neto, the pass to Horford. He blocks it again.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Now Dudley. Clock at 6. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Neto. Bolden passes to Neto. Pass to Bolden. One-on-one fast break. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist from Cook.
Oh, man. I love how Caldwell Pope uses his muscle on the drive, just bouncing off the defense and nailing some pretty difficult shots.
Here's Neto. To the paint, Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Pass to McGee. Back to Cook. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big. from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Timeout called the Lakers.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Ennis. Richardson comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for Raul Neto. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Dudley. Green comes in for Caldwell Pope. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And James subbed in for Cook.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Simmons against LeBron. Here's Richardson, and it's sent back by Howard. Bradley against Richardson. Here's Davis. Sinks the triple.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Richardson outside. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies.
Take a break.
Oh,
Take
they
a break.
have game. And
2 shots.
I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their All-Star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
And he makes the first. The 76ers making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Caruso's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Embiid finds Burke. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it loose, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Joel Embiid. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And here's LeBron outside, knocks down the 3 ball. LeBron's got 14 points now in the second half.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Back to Burke. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia.
One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron. 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Richardson outside. Out left to the wing. Korkmaz kicks to Richardson. Shoots the three. Drills it from outside. Richardson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's James, and James throws it down hard.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
The pass to O'Quinn. Back to Burke. And the rejection by James. Outside, Green. Here's Caruso. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Caruso's got his first bucket in this one. Burke kicks to Richardson. Passes to Scott. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
He's off on the first. The 76ers making a switch here. Ennis is checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Jared Dudley's checked in for Howard. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Danny Green. And it's Troy Daniels in for Avery Bradley. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev. Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Ennis taking his time here. And here comes the break. And that one's good, Caruso.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
Pass to Burke. Now here's Ennis. The tray. The shot missing. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow, well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Pass to Scott. Back to Burke. Lots of room. And there it is for him. Burke's got his first basket of the night. Now here's LeBron. There's the pass to Caruso. Now Caldwell Pope. The feed to James. And they double up James. 5 on the clock. For 3, Caldwell Pope from beyond the arc and then some. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Even when he is way beyond the arc, Caldwell Pope is a threat to drop it and to bomb it from there. Just so sublime in how he measures it from distance.
Lets it go from 14. And that one's good. Burke.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. James outside. And they double up James. Here's Dudley. And O'Quinn sends it back. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Raul Neto's checked in for Mike Scott. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good from about 19 feet.
The dribble moves of Caldwell Pope, just utterly hypnotizing to watch.
The 76ers have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Neto surveying the floor. Pass to Korkmaz. Pass to Burke. Let's go. No good off the back of the rim.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Burke, the pass to O'Quinn. There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin, with Danny Green. And Danny, we know how good a shooter you are, obviously, but you have really incorporated defense into your game. Now, how important is it for you to show up at that end?
Very important. I mean, it helped the team a lot.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.